Okay guys, let's start rolling some Django code. Before that, it's really not important what kind of OS you are using. Do you have like a DOS simulation, you are on Windows, or you're working in terminal, on Linux or BSD systems. It's really not important, but it is important that you run this thing as admin. Okay, because if you don't do that, there is a maybe chance that some of your system like Django stuff will not work correctly because of privileges. I ran into that situation a couple of times. So whatever you open that with admin privileges. Right, I'm on Windows, and we generally have two options here: to use native Python installation or to glue Django on top of that, but the better option will be to use virtual environments, because let's say that you have 10 Django projects. There is a great chance that in some moment of time they will overwrite each other in some way. So to evade that, for every project you're gonna create virtual environment. So if you don't want to use virtual environment, you can just type pip install Django, and that will work, guys. That will work. But if you want to be like hygienic, clean, and stuff like that, we're gonna create virtual one. How? Well, we're gonna say Python venv. Okay, and this is what you need to type. And after that, you must type name of your folder that will be virtual environment. So this is like a generic folder where stuff will go. Right, so let's just call it shop venv or something else, shop or shop CMS or SV. It's really not important. Right, so let's type enter here. Press enter, and in a split of a second this will be done. I don't know, maybe 10 seconds or something like that. So yeah, maybe okay, fine. So now we need to make sure that we do have this. We have it, but let's just say that we are checking stuff. So now we need to get into here to activate that virtual environment, to install Django. How? Well, let's just relocate there. cd, which means change directory, shop venv, and we are here. So this is primary directory of our project, but virtual environment is not yet activated. It is created, it's not activated. So let's see what is in here. I'm on Windows, so I'm using dir, and if you're on Linux, you're gonna use ls. So let's activate this thingy right now. How? Well, relocate yourselves in cd scripts. So cd scripts, and let's dir here. And now we need to type and press enter after activate. So we are activating our environment. It is not enough to have it, we need to use it. How? Well, just type activate. Activate, enter, and see, you have it activated right now because it is in these brackets, parentheses, whatever, and the name of that general folder is the same as this thing. It is the same stuff. Right, now the most people will create error here when they try to install Django and they are still in scripts. No, you need to go one level back. How? Well, cd, a little bit of space, one space, two dots, and now let's type dir, and here you're gonna type pip install Django. Pip install Django, and I have Avast antivirus screaming a little bit. I think everything will be fine now. Yeah, I have Avast, so occasionally you will see antivirus informing me that something is going on. So sorry about that, but that's just the case. And in a couple of minutes or seconds, whatever, this will be installed, and then we will start rolling with Django project inside our virtual environment. And I'm gonna probably pause this video right now because I don't want you to waste your time. So just in a split second we're gonna see each other. Okay, we have Django, so we also have a message that we can upgrade our pip So yeah, let's do that, why not? Python m, see this line, pip install upgrade pip, and in a split of a second everything will be fine. So the previous version was that one, okay, and now we have that version. It's really not important, pip will work anyway. It's not big difference between pips when you install stuff in a couple of, last months or something. Right, so our environment is working correctly, and now we need to create project, Django project. How? Well, we are going to say, just a second, lib dir, right, Django admin. You always must type this, Django admin. Don't forget this middle line in between. Command will be start a project. Start project, and let's call it shop CMS. Shop CMS. So this is our project, guys, Django project, not virtual environment. We already have it here working. Right, enter. And again, avast, just a second, in a split of a second. Right, so we do have it. How I know that? Well, dir, and here we are, guys, we have our first Django project. Well, at least this project. Now what? Let's get into this project, cd shop underscore CMS, because here we have very important files. So when you type dir, you're gonna have manage.py. This is actually, I think, like a shortcut between Django admin and you. So it's like, it's not emulation, it's like a man in the middle, something like that. But yeah, you're gonna use it all the time in combination with Python space manage.py. Let me just type that. Right, so Python manage.py. Think about this as a interactive control panel or something. Yeah, like a man in the middle. So now when we have project, which is shop CMS, now we need to create small applications inside of that big project, because your big project, shop CMS, can hold blog, forum, image gallery, product gallery, accounts, lots of smaller stuff. So this is your generic project, and you need smaller shop, just shop in this case. You see in that in last tutorial, our first tutorial, that green stuff. This is individual application inside of our big project. Right, so how we are going to do that? Well, Python manage.py, and now we're gonna say startup. Okay, so it is not start project. We done that through Django admin. See this line? Now it's not start project, it is startup with combination with Python manage.py in that order. Okay, and of course we need to have name for that application inside our shop CMS. What will be that name? Well, I don't know, who cares? Just shop, shop, why not? Okay, let's press enter and dir, and here we are, guys. This is our small application that we are going to develop. Right, now we need to do migration. Migrations are process of creating that SQLite file that will emulate client-server architecture. When you do migration, you will have access, of course, when you run your server, access to Django admin panel by default, which is absolutely awesome, generic stuff. It's absolutely beautiful, Django admin. Right, so we are preparing stuff here. How we are going to do that? Well, you're going to type again Python manage.py and migrate. Migrate means prepare stuff, okay? Migrate, and see all these migrations are applied and everything is set and ready for Django admin. But before we do that, we will also, why not, create admin password, admin account for Django, not for your system, not for Python, for your Django admin. So let's do that. Again, python manage.py, as I said, we're going to use that thing all the time, and we're going to say create super user. So these things are concatenated, guys. It's not create super users, it is create super user. Right. Enter. Username for admin. Most of the people will say admin, you know. So yeah, you can use it, or if you're really security cautious in production, you can use something else, but we're just playing around, so admin. Email address, admin at, I don't know, I'm gonna use some domain here. You can type whatever you like. You can type your email address, real name, real email address. I don't know how to talk these days, sorry about that. Server and TLD. Okay, enter. Password. Of course, I'm not going to say that. It's really not important. Use whatever you like. Just make sure that it's reasonably hard to guess. And password again. And enter. Right, super user created successfully. So that's kind of nice. The next thing we are going to do, and final thing in this tutorial, because you're probably puzzled with all these things, maybe you want to repeat some stuff, is we will run server, just to make sure that everything is fine and that we can log in admin panel. How? Well, again, python manage.py, but this time you're going to say run server. And this thing will be concatenated, guys. And enter. And because we have applied all those migrations and stuff, we have our database, SQLite emulation basically, everything is fine, default routing is fine, your server is working on this port. This is important to notice. By default, by Django, it's port 8000. And guys, if you don't know what port is, look, your PC as a hardware do have USB ports, LPT ports, COM ports. And these are hardware ports, okay? We are not talking about these ports. We are talking about networking ports, because all these servers that are working on internet, they are working on port 80 by default for web servers. And you have many other services like Telnet, like Gopher, like FTP, and they work on different ports, and they're actually doors. So every producer of some server software will use relatively known port so that many people can get into their servers. Everyone knows about port 80, that is for web servers, but there are many other protocols, other ports. And actually you can mix these things, but you need to be kind of expert on that. Anyway, just note, type this thing in your address bar and the thing will work. Sorry. HTTP, because I don't have secure connection like SSL, because I'm on local machine, so HTTP will get the job done. And then you can say, well, of course, your local address and port 8000, and we're gonna see rocket. Sometimes, see, the Django is working, you don't see results, don't worry about that. See, it is working, you have this thing rolling. That means that if you run into this kind of stuff, it's probably because of antivirus on my side or something. Then don't fret, just kill your server with control break, control C, and that's cool. Okay, just press control C 2 times and you're out, and then run it again. And now the thing will work. Don't worry about that. Okay, sometimes you need to do this. Well, at least I need to do that. And there you go, guys. It's perfectly working. Don't be scared because of that. So this is our home page for Django. And many of you guys from my previous playlist know that. But, we need to go through all of this. Now, how to access admin panel? Well, it's extremely easy in Django /admin, enter. And there you go. See how that was quick and easy, and this nice styling by default. Man, this is awesome. So username was admin and password was what I was using for password. Oh man, Oh, help me with this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I do develop a lot of things and I basically forget these passwords, like temporary and stuff. Sometimes I just interchange them, I don't know. Anyway guys, this is Django Administration, and here you have a couple of options. Security wise, you can change your password, you can visit what you have visited a couple of seconds ago, which is a home page. Don't worry, we're gonna style this, and you have of course option to get out, but these things are important: groups and users. So it is like on, if you have ever done some kind of administration, you know that you can put specific users in specific groups. Like you have groups for marketing and for accounting and for journalists and for some important key people in company, and then when you hire new people, you just gave them, you know, accounts, and you assign them to specific groups. Of course, you don't need a Django to have like multiple groups when you're starting. It's totally fine. I mean, you're not obligated here to create a group, only if you need it, if you like that. So just users here, just be fine with one user at the moment, and you can play around a little bit later with different users, different groups, but maybe it's just overkill for now. And if you wanna click on here, you can just add additional information, and yeah, is it active? What is status? Do the person have a super user status, which is, well, the god on your system? You can assign specific operations to that user, stuff like that, and also some metadata about people and stuff. Right, what about groups? What you can add here? Well, group of people with specific, you know, permissions. Kind of boring stuff. Don't bust your head with this. You have a lot of time to lose nerves with administration anyway. So let me see. Yeah, guys, I think that's it. And you're kind of confused right now with all these virtual environments and stuff and all these options. Don't worry. I'm gonna, yeah. So this is like what you need, the order you need to respect. So first, use either native Python installation to install Django. I don't advise that. Use virtual environment. So this is step one, okay? When you are done, then just type, relocate yourselves here in the shop virtual environment, okay? And step number 2 will be to pip install Django. So this is Django installation, and this is environment creation. When you install Django, then you just need to create specific big project. In our case, it's just shop CMS. That's cool. So when you do that, 4 will be Python manage startup, that specific name. So honestly, I can't remember, do I need to relocate here or not? I think I don't have a relocate here. Yeah, I think that, yeah, really. And number 5, we need to prepare migrations. That's creation of database, and then you create super user, and yeah, settings.py. We're gonna do that in the next tutorial. We just need to add our new application to our big project. Don't worry about that. And this is step number 7, last one. You just run your server and you can confirm that server is working, that your Django admin is working. And let me just confirm what I was saying when I was creating things like steps. Just a second, guys. I want to make sure that you got this. Oh, right. So I was Django admin start project that, and there. Yeah. So when you created your shop CMS, then relocate there with cd shop CMS, and then do Python manage.py start up your shop. So yeah, when you create project, relocate physically yourself there with cd, and then type Python manage.py blah blah blah. Okay, so these are steps you need to do, and there you go. Just pause this video and check this, like, if you need it. Right, I'm gonna shut up. Thank you for watching as always. Thank you for support and subscription. Pass this channel to someone who cares, to your friends and stuff like that. So I'm gonna shut up. See you next one.